Okay, so now we know what arrays are. Let's jump on to what structures are, because when we're going to talk about the other type of data structures such as linked list, and we want to create different list items, we will have to use structures. So let's understand what they are. So structures are basically a collection of one or more data type. Because if you want to define a single data type, let's say age of someone, then you can just say int age and then you can define the value of that. But sometimes when you are building projects of a particular person, let's say you're building it for a student, at that point of time you will be dealing with different types of data for that particular student. So it will be useful to group all of that data together and create a new data type for that. So basically we can do that using structures. So if you take a look, if we have student, we can use struct keyword to create a structure. Then we will name our structure. You can name it whatever you want. In this case, I'm creating a student, so I'll name it as student. If you were creating something else, like let's say a car structure, then you'll use car. But in this case, let's keep it to student. And then we define the age. You can see that the data type is int and the name of the student. And you can see that the data type of the name is actually char. And it's kind of wrapping two different data types into one data type, which is structure. So this is pretty useful when we are building something where we kind of group all the types of data together. There could be more data types over here. Maybe we want to store the marks of the students from a particular subject. So we could store that in form of an array. So we can add another data variable over here with that data type. Cool. So what is the use of structures? Well, they gather more than one piece of data about the same subject in one place. So as you could see that for student, we gathered both the data, age and name at one place. It is easy to maintain data as we can represent the entire record by using a single name. So later on, if we have to address this data, I can address by student rather than having to address them individually like age, name, etc. In the structure, we can pass complete set of records to any function as a single parameter. So imagine that when we are dealing with operations on this student, like maybe adding the age of multiple, there could be multiple students. If we want to add the age for that person, that student, a name for that student, it could be different for different student. So we'll probably create a function for that does all the calculation or adding that information maybe in the database or somewhere else. So at that point of time, rather than passing each and every information like age, name, marks, etc., we could just pass one thing, which is the name of this particular structure, and it'll automatically contain that. And you can access each of these elements using dot operator. You can say student.age, student.name, etc. You can use an array of structure to store more records with similar types. And I think we've already discussed the information about the example for the students, so we're good. Let's move further.